I could scoop it off the ground like I've done before. I feel completely justified in doing that. I'm going to end up with another wasp in my vehicle, I know. I think that one got in because the back door was open. I don't think I turned diagonally into it. Alright, am I lined up? I am not quite lined up, but that's actually a good thing. Where that? Whoops. God damn it. Oh, I hate these things so much. Speed up and then turn so he's not in the vehicle with me. Baseball bat is adjacent, so hey there, baseball bat. I want you to go here. We're gonna stop. Arrgh. Back up. Okay, we have our baseball bat back. So yeah, I am just really annoyed about these wasps. I mean, we've had people complain about monsters being too tough right from the start previously, and they did something about it. It was obvious. This is 10 times worse, and they're not doing anything about it, and I'm really kind of annoyed. There's one thing that I could beg them to change. It would be this wasp situation. I'm really curious how many new players are just getting slaughtered by these things. When is this? Kind of don't want to go to it because there's wasps in the area. Oh, it's the one with the tall tower. Yeah, since I couldn't use that radio tower, this one will do. I can get to it without the zombies detecting me. So there's zombies in the barn. They usually break out to the south side of the barn and go after the animals, so I'm going to approach like so. And let's go back with the SIG. No zombies in sight yet? Whoa! No. Really? It was almost going to let me climb up again to my doom. Back down we go. Okay, so we know about the eastern side of this town, and the collapsed tower is going to keep me from going to any of the fun stuff there. Not much of use out in the western end of that town. Plus, we don't have a road connecting to it. Well, actually we do. We can use this road here and connect up into this kind of combined town area. Unfortunately, like I said, there's just not much over here. Possibly if I move further north, this and this might. We might have easy access to the museum. That's actually really critical. If I could get into the museum, we could get a hold of some decent armor. Oh, there's a mansion. I'm not seeing mansions connected to the roads as much lately. Don't care, and can't see any further south.
Vormit moose, vormit moose, vormit moose, vormit moose, 4 mooses for 4 months.
4 mooses, the quad moose salute. Let's leave this here. Soldier is playing with the animals. Yeah, he's chasing a sheep around. So, while he's distracted... Hey, bandages. That's what I needed. 22 caliber rat shot. Oh yeah, I need pants. I guess I should kind of pay attention. What did you have? I thought I saw pants over here. A bikini bottom? Red jeans. Oh yeah, I like it. Now we're styling. Let's get rid of the briefs. Got in the shed. Small welding tank, a couple of them. More goggles, a frame, and lamp oil with a lamp. Alright, sure. More zombies have escaped. They're going to start coming my way. Here. Time to go. This is not a Humvee. This thing can actually take damage. Okay, we're getting a little farther afield than I was anticipating going. Originally, the plan was, you know, stick around that APC over here. We're still not so far that I can't do that. I want to check out... I don't have a need for the helipad. I do want to check out the mansion if I can manage it, but we're in pretty rough shape for that. Let's see. I'd like to get... I want to go far enough. I think I will go to the west. We'll go up past the dairy farm. We'll see if it's got regular cows or if it's got the infection. Maybe there's a quad bike. Maybe there's the van that has the huge tanks of gas. But I want to get up and at least map the area around this museum. That's a prime target right there. Probably pull back then, and then we'll check the area around the mansion here. Would have been a little better if this forest wasn't here blocking my easy travel around the mansion. But I can deal. And then we can come south. We got endpoints, lots more endpoints. Other side of the city. I'm not sure I'll be able to transition back across. Could be a complete forest blocking this path. Oh, never mind. We have a river. There's a river going through here. So I definitely would not be able to. I think it's that one, most likely. Curly cues its way all the way up. Right through there. So, if I do go down that way, we're going to have to come all the way back out again. That's not too bad, though. I mean, we got like 5 endpoints in this area. That probably keeps going west, but we got a bunch of endpoints. And then it's a quick trip back up and around. Alright, yeah, let's continue going west, up past the dairy farm. The ranch. I guess I should stop the ranch. There's a few possibilities here. Wouldn't be a bad place to actually stop for the night either. What's my movement rate now? Only 99, not bad. Speed though. Still poisoned? I'm still poisoned. Goddamn wasps. They're so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Love how some challenges I have a hard time finding duct tape. Other times it's just being thrown at me. Recharge station. In a barn. Step ladder, and that's it, huh? One last spot to check. Two last spots to check. we'll check that in a second. Keep forgetting that's here. Nothing. Nothing. Pitchfork, salted fish, veggies, pickled fish, canned meats. Oh, we'll take a little bit of syrup. Canned meats, pickled fish. That's all I care about. Alright, so no zombies in the immediate area, so it would make a good place to settle in for the night. Come on. Yeah, hold off on that. Try to get our other local scouting done before I settle, though. I gotta go wide around this thing so I don't get shot. I'm not sure I've got enough distance if I drive here. Yeah, let's just go down and around. Three liters. Well, we're ahead of the curve. We started at 20. That's a lot of turkeys. 18 turkeys. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be interested in... so there's a comment in chat. What settings adjustments would it be to make food scarce enough? The problem is... the food scarcity is tied to general item scarcity, so it'd have to be some kind of a fairly major mod that would change just the food settings. I mean, I can make the loot settings like 0.1 or whatever, but that makes everything else in the world 0.1 also. I don't want the game to be balanced in any way around what I do or what I can do in the game. I'm not the person you want to balance the game around. I've just got too much playtime. It doesn't really matter what you set it at. I'd still probably not have any real difficulty. So I don't know. And I don't find it a particularly interesting thing to deal with in the gameplay mechanics. So even if somebody were to make a mod or something like that, I don't know that I would be all that interested. There are other ways to make the game interesting. Chasing food. It's not really designed as a survival type experience, like an in a woods experience where food is your overriding concern. So That's why I don't do the in a wood stuff much either, because really the game's just not designed around it, and the things they've done to try to incorporate it are all half-assed conversions and such, and they don't really do well, and they're dead simple. I mean, once you know what recipes to craft at what times and what materials you need and how to get those materials, there's not really any challenge to it. So at most it comes down to just randomization luck. We have Zows. Alright, so we won't be stopping here. It does have the vehicle that I was hoping for, so I mean, if we could draw the Zows away, I could gas up on the van. This always has a tremendous amount of gas in it. But, gas isn't really a problem, so... We are losing the light, though. 1800. Man, I would like to lose the light, but be movement and combat effective enough to get into that museum. I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, so item food. I mean, I haven't preserved food or tried to keep food, years? I can't remember the last time I bothered doing any of that. There's so much... when they made the changes to the household loot, they quadrupled the amount of food available in the game world. Some of it is perishable, but the vast majority of it is in sealed containers and lasts forever until you open it. So the amount of food in the world, if you are continuously traveling, is effectively infinite. So even if you dropped the food amount by 90%, as long as you keep traveling, you'll never run out of food. You can't. It's always going to be easily available. I mean, hop into any house kitchen, and you're going to have a mountain of bags and boxes and jars of food. So the only time food becomes an issue is if you are in a static base environment where you're not leaving a certain area. So if you're completely staying within a small location and you're not traveling outside of that, food could eventually become an issue, and you would need a replenishable source of food, and farming or whatever you want to do could be that source. But if you're playing a long-term game like that, the different seasons all have different food types that are abundantly available usually. Spring not as much, but summer and fall are just massive stockpiles of easy to get food. I mean, summer you've got all the fruits. They're just, every single forest space is just loaded down with huge amounts of fruit that you can preserve in various ways. And then in fall you've got the nuts. The nuts go crazy, and you go out into the forest and you've got millions of pounds of nuts of all sorts of different types that can also be done in various ways. So I mean, if you know you're going to play super long term and you're going to stay in one spot and food might become an issue, you got tons and tons of options once you know the game and you know what to expect and you know how to prepare for them. That doesn't even count running over or shooting the occasional moose or bear or herd of deer and stacking up 500-600 meals of venison and so on. So, I mean, like I said, I don't want it balanced around me and what I can do. That's not going to be interesting for anybody. But with knowledge comes power, and I've got way too much knowledge about the game and the gameplay and all the things that are possible. But as it currently stands, there's so much ridiculous quantities of food in the world, there's absolutely no need. I mean, I just live off of household loot, vending machines, and soldier MRE drops. They nerf one thing and I move to another. So... that's kind of the situation. So food is mostly an irrelevance. It's something I just have to grab on occasion, but it's never any remote danger. These are easy loot opportunities here. And if you're traveling like I'm doing and you're opportunity looting, where I'm purposely driving near enough to houses that I can check for local zombies, if like now I don't see any, that's a free opportunity for me to run in and grab all the stuff I want from the houses. You just gotta be cautious, you gotta be knowledgeable about what there could be as dangers, and you gotta be willing to leave, to run away. Don't get all greedy about the stuff. It's an infinite world. Don't put yourself in more danger than you can handle. So if I stop here and I go to loot this house, but there's zombies out front and they come in, I just immediately leave. I don't care what else is in the house. I just go find another free, easy spot for me to loot. So, yeah, kind of depends on your game style and what kind of thing you're playing. And you can make your own rules for whether you're going to move out of an area or not. And there's just so many ways to mod the game, the difficulty settings, the world settings, put your own personal challenges and restrictions in. That's what keeps me coming back, is just the ability to continuously change the setup and change the circumstances. I'm not going to stop at those houses for now, I don't think. I wanted to get a little closer so I could map in this area and make a decision on whether I want to try to... The animals are fleeing! That is such a good opportunity. We've got a house right across the street from the mansion, so if I can park somewhat cleanly back here... The pavilion doesn't usually have much or any zombies, so if I could get into this house cleanly and then just make the dash across the street to go into the museum. Problem's going to be the alarm. Getting spotted in the alarm. But that's such a short distance to have to travel and to have a vehicle nearby. I'd likely have to break the door down because I still don't have a crowbar. Yeah, on part of that, set your own personal challenges or restrictions. I don't go to the military base. I don't go to apartment towers. Just because personally they make the game too easy. They trivialize the game more than I'm willing to put up with. So I restrict myself from going to certain locations because they're just so ridiculously easy or overpowered once you got pretty good at the game. No military bases for me, no apartment towers. Other than I'll run up an apartment tower to take a look off the roof. That's about it. Stop here or don't stop here? There are quite a few zombies scattered around the area, so these guys are in an unfortunate location. That's kind of where I wanted to make an entry to get to this house here. I've either got to decide to do a nighttime only run in, and I'm a little worried about doing it in my current condition. But getting in there and getting medieval armor, medieval weaponry, hugely beneficial. Why apartment towers? Because they're super concentrated amount of loot, mostly food and clothing and minor things like that, but it's super concentrated, and with vertical structures in this game, the zombies and the game design doesn't handle vertical very well, in that if all you do is go to the bottom of a tower and fire a gun, every zombie in the upper floors is going to go diving out the windows, and then you run up the stairs and you have an entire tower all to yourself with no danger really. Same thing happens in malls. I pretty much don't go into malls, partly because they're pretty dangerous because of the zombie density, the population, but also because when you get inside, you just immediately go up a floor and you're pretty much completely safe. I mean, you should not be in any danger on the upper floors of the mall because you can very easily maneuver the zombies to walk off the railings and fall down to the lower floors, and they never come back up again. So once they go down, they never come back up. So it's super, super easy to have an entire mall to yourself other than the ground floor, which you can eventually clear, but the vertical aspect the game just doesn't handle it well. So, but same thing with apartment towers. It's just, usually it's like six or 8 apartments per floor, and you got, what, like 5 floors, so you got 40 houses worth of food and minor tools and books and things like that, all concentrated in this one structure that's not hard to get in or out of, and it's easy to clear the zombies off the upper floors. So it's just too much. I just personally choose not to use and abuse the overabundance and the ease of access. Oh, what to do here? What to do here? I could lure these zombies away to kind of prep. Go off into the field somewhere. Wait the night out, get some healing in, at least a little bit. With Imperceptive Healer, we're not going to heal a ton, especially with no skill. Arrgh. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to lure some of these guys out of that back garden there. Hey zombies, you should see me now. They're not all moving. Only a few of them came after me. Fine, I'll get a little closer. Some of them are the headless ones. Brainless zombies. Here we go. All but one. And that other brainless is going to stop. That's alright. Good old Pied Piper routine. Let's take them south. Whoops. That's more tension than I wanted coming this direction. Either ambulance. Ambulance with 2 baskets of goodies. That basket and that basket have goodies. Oh, I can even tell the volume from a distance. I hadn't considered that before. What item is 0.26 volume? Scalpel? What do you think? Scalpel? Bandage? What's worth 0.26 volume? What's the name of the structure of the lab tower? It's just office tower until you look at the upper floors, and then it, I think it says science tower after that. So, I don't believe... Wrong direction. I don't believe that I can see an office tower over there, or a lab tower. Good enough. Yeah, let's take a quick look. Damn it, I really need to get a crowbar. Peanut butter, cheese, Toastums. I mean, as you can see, I'm only picking up like 5% or less of what's actually in these houses. I've had terrible luck with clothing loot so far. Just been bad. Wow, that is an empty place. Okay. Oh. Let's make a run out to the ambulance, see if we can get into the ambulance. It'd be best to do it from this window. We'll go out, in, loot, out, and back across. That's my plan. We'll see if I can actually do it. Who's nearby? One cop zombie? He's no problem. Actually, we can go right in through the wall. Never mind. Hey, look at that! Who guessed a bottle of antiseptic? Somebody won! Bottle of antiseptic is the correct answer. Well, that made it even easier. Drop. First aid kit. Inventory. Oh, I'm doing the double backpack thing. Well, that's silly. You, insert. All I want is the antiseptic. And the gauze. Regular bandages. And the adhesive. Yeah, it's time to drop a few bottles. Let's drop all of the antiseptic. Just keep a couple of bottles of hydrogen peroxide. 16, that's plenty. Prescription bottle of tramadols. It's a bottle of tramadols. Yeah, it sounds weird. And let's also ditch the gauze for now. Keep the bandages and ditch the gauze. Rid of the extra leather backpack. Other than that, we're okay. I haven't really been paying much attention to my volume and my weight because it doesn't really matter once I get to this stage where I'm just hopping in and out of the car constantly. I don't usually hit my max. My issue is usually that I can't put the bat inside of a container if I find something else I need to wield. Yep, I replaced my pants. We got our hot red pants on now. Got our red jeans. We're styling. How do you get your mechanics up without a book? What level are we talking about? If we're talking from 0 to 1, there are multiple ways. You can install and remove the wheel of a vehicle, which will take a jack, and I forget what's one other tool, but you can pull a wheel off and put it back on. That'll give you experience from 0 to 1. You can pry open and then reseal wooden crates. You can craft wooden frames, and you use those to start a vehicle, then add a wooden box to it. And you do that a couple of times, and that'll get you to 1. There's a few different ways. And then after level 1, it's usually just fiddling with the vehicle or crafting. You either find recipes, you go P: mechanics, and you look at the recipe list, and you find a recipe that you can craft. So homemade suppressor is a good one at level 1. It requires level 1 mechanics and only takes a pipe and some chunks of plastic. That'll get you to level 2 pretty easily. And then at level 2, I don't know if there's an easy one at level 2. That one's not too hard. Some cans, some paper, and some duct tape. And that'll get you to 3. So just a combination of finding out if you've got a recipe you can craft for the level, or by looking at the vehicle items and going to the remove list. You just look right here at what skill you need. So if I peel the roof off and put it back on again, it'll take a lot of time, but it'll also raise my level. Same, I can take the horn out and put it back in. You just find something of the level you're at, and that'll take you to the next level. Alright, so guess we'll hop down to this next house. Keep doing the free easy loot thing. Lockpick successful. I don't remember. Do I have the drill yet? We'll take it. I don't remember if I have the drill yet. Uh-oh. Hybrid. We'll take the battery out of the coffee maker. So much. I don't know if somebody fiddled with the antiseptic loot table for house basements. Somebody spotted me? Really? And they're banging on a door? A little weird. Oh, there's the steel-toed sneakers! Poor fit, though. I think I'm going to hold out for the fitted version. 8 protection, though. 8.33 protection. Even a little bit of acid protection. And only 8 encumbrance. Let's compare the steel-toed. Compare steel-toed with my regular sneakers. What are we looking at? Regular sneakers, no protection. Well, a little bit of protection. 3-1 instead of 8. Same coverage. It is more encumbrance, but it's 4 when it's fitted, so it's only 2 points more encumbrance. That's pretty much negligible. That's not going to have much of an effect. So you're getting a huge protection upgrade. What's the weight, though? Eh, not much more weight either for steel-toed. You're barely going up any weight. 10 inches versus 4 inches. I just realized my sneakers are 4 inches long. I got some tiny, tiny feet. I got some dainty geisha feet. Huh. More items haven't been adjusted properly. We'll just wait until we come across inventory. Oh, we'll wait until we come across a set that's fitted. Still nothing fun. Oh, protective mouthpiece. Gotta take that. Almost missed the bathroom. The double sink bathroom. Antifungal. Codeine. I have antibiotics. Do I not have any antibiotics yet? Really? Thought I'd come across some already. Oh, alright. Don't usually need it. Not once you've started to accumulate a supply of antiseptic. It's pretty hard to get an infection after you've got some antiseptic. You gotta really work at it. You gotta really want that infection at that stage. Alright, we're starting to make some progress on filling up this inventory. So yeah, as long as you're patient and you pick your loot spots like I do, I mean, super easy to loot. You just gotta be calm and patient and pick your spots. So we got a little bit more of a look around because we got onto an upper floor. Further into the city, we got multiple doctor's offices, a gun store, pharmacy, no other museums. I need to get into a recycling center too to try to get the martial arts manual. Dojo to the north. Fitness gym. Unfortunately, not a dojo. Yeah, everything else is buried pretty deep. Pretty hard for me to get to. Especially without night vision. Why, oh why couldn't you give me the triple hunting supply over here? You had to park 3 hunting supply stores hugging a collapsed tower. So unfair. So I gotta decide, do I stay here for the evening? Could just hop into the upper floor of this house. Could spend like a day and a half here healing up and doing some reading. Then make the run at the museum. Then work my way back south, and depending on what pans out at the museum, if we get like fitted chainmail and a mace or battle axe or some fun weapon, I may or may not need to go to the museum, or the mansion, I mean. Yeah, why not? We're going to be losing the light. We got a couple, well, it feels like we're already starting to lose the light, but it's only 6 o'clock. That's pretty early. Alright, let's have a fish sandwich. Keep drinking some more milk. We're full and turgid. Let's grab... Let's see. That backpack on again. I'll take a couple MREs with me. And the rest of the milk. And some books. Let's take... tailoring books. Computer science, I'm not in a super big hurry for. We'll do Under the Hood. And... yes, boxing and birdhouse. That'll give me enough. We'll come back out and get more if we need it. What else? Let's also use up this oil lamp. Oil. Alright, we got a nice pillow and a blanket. Ooh, AAA guide. Which one? Which AAA guide is it? Nope, wrong one. Unfortunately. Goodbye, AAA. Not the one I wanted. Alright, so not bad for day one. I keep forgetting we're still on day one. We've accomplished so much, and we've traveled so far. It is time to go ahead and do some healing, though. So we've got a full set of, you know, stuff. Unfortunately, poor. Did we not find Big Book of First Aid yet? I would have grabbed it if I had seen it, so I guess not. That's unfortunate. Alright, I am not planning on going after the mansion this evening, so we're going to read until we're tired. Actually, we're going to read... Let's see, is it time to flip my day-night cycle? Not going to go after that museum until we've got a little bit of healing on us. probably. Uh-oh. Nobody's knocking, so I guess we got away with it. MP3 player. Give me that. Batteries. And some toastum. Locked from the inside as well, huh? Alright, I'm already full. I can't eat the fun stuff quite yet. But, oh, I had the MP3 player with me. Look at that. I got too many of them. Alright, MP3 player's in. That'll help raise our focus. Let's just start reading. So, do Boxing Monthly first. 5-minute book. That should go really quick. Relatively quick. Goodbye, Boxing Monthly. Have a cookie, chocolate bar, and a toastum. Good old Bad Tempered. We're going to offset Bad Tempered with chocolate. Focus trending to 103. 57 currently. Let's go to So Awesome Monthly. +2 fun factor, 5 minutes. Alright, not quite midnight, and we're not tired yet. And we'll keep that one with. How's our bandaging doing? Just about to wear off. We'll let it continue doing what it's doing for now. Let's see. Got to decide if I want to flip my day-night cycle. This is the best time to do it. So, we're going to... Yeah, I should flip my day-night cycle. Alright, we're going to read through the night. We're going to read till like 10 a.m. Then we'll sleep the day away. And then we'll check to see how our hit points look. And that next evening, I may go after the museum. More tailoring. The other thing I have to remember is this is only theoretical knowledge. This is not practical. So, we still have to do that. 4 in the morning. We're finally tired. We're going to push on through the tired. The rest of the milk. Empty that gallon jug. More cookies. More toastums. Peanut butter candy. Chocolate candy. Dehydrated fruit. Turn off the lamp. Do we have that false light yet? Apparently not. So this is where I gotta be cautious because With 8 times evolution, I don't remember playing with anything near that fast of an evolution factor. I'm not exactly sure just how bad time passing is going to be for me. I need to get certain things accomplished as early as I can. Sitting around reading books extensively is not going to be the best way to stay alive, but I won't have a choice. I got to get it done. Let's go ahead and turn off the MP3 player. Get a new batch of bandages put on. Okay. Hey, we're up to average on most of it. Pour on my torso and head? Oh, I didn't, yeah, that's fine. Actually, I want the head to have a bandage. That's a slower multiplier for healing on the head. Body parts have different multiplier healing rates, and the head is the slowest. So let's go ahead and get that one bandaged up. Alright, let's have some tortellini and some cheese. Save the rest. Oh, I didn't bring up a... Oh, cool. Won't need to worry about a blindfold. Alright, so we should get a little bit of healing done. If I get at least to 4 full bars, I'll be confident enough to go ahead and make an attempt on the museum. The legs are what I was most particularly concerned about, because your movement cost goes up as your leg damage increases. So, what's in the museum? Medieval weaponry and armor, typically. So we might be able to get a hold of some chainmail, some plate mail, some katanas and broadswords and maces, stuff like that. So yeah, the particular difference in this world is that the evolution speed is set to 8 times faster than normal. 4.0 is the default evolution speed. What that means is every monster in the game is assigned a half-life value, and that represents the time period that half of the population of that zombie is expected to have evolved. Some will do it much earlier, some will do it much later, but it's the halfway point. So the evolution is a multiplier to that half-life value. So if a standard zombie has like a 10-day evolution or half-life time, then at a 4 multiplier, which is the default, it's 40 days before half the population is expected to have evolved. So that's how that multiplier works. So by lowering the multiplier, by making the evolution value smaller, you're increasing the evolution time by less and less by making it smaller. So we've got it set at 0.25, I believe, and 0.5, I mean. So yeah, 0.5. So 8 times faster than the 4.0. So I'm not sure exactly how much worse it's going to get, how quickly, given that speed. I haven't done one with that higher rate previously. Alright, so 9:30, tired. We are going to go to sleep. Yes. Anything else I want to do? No. No alarm necessary. Atomic coffee maker? Sort of. You need 2 of them in order to make the lamp. You need 1, I believe, to make the reading light. Generally, though, they're so rare and hard to find, it's simpler just to, well, I mean, when you know the game and your experience, you just go into the nearest lab and you take apart the centrifuges and you get the beta voltaic volt cells from those, and then you can put together your atomic lamp. Depends on which thing you want. If you want just the ability to be able to read and not have to worry about light, then the night light works great. If you want actual light source it radiates around you like a flashlight, then you need the lamp. But a single coffee maker doesn't provide you enough cells. I think it only gives 2, and you need 4 to make the atomic lamp. So you end up having to find 2 rare items in order to put that together. Or you can just go into a lab and disassemble the very common centrifuges, and you'll have all the beta voltaic you need. It's also, I believe, recipe dependent, meaning you have to find a source book to provide the recipe for the atomic. Although, if I remember right, the atomic lamp is not... I remember telling somebody this recently. The atomic lamp apparently is still auto-learned. Or no, the nightlight. I think the nightlight is auto-learned, but the lamp you have to get a recipe book. From memory. But yeah, the atomic coffee maker otherwise is good. A easy way to always be able to boil water. Okay, so 1930. That should still be light outside, which it is. We are hungry. We didn't quite get another bar started on that left leg. I'm not going to throw more bandages on quite yet. So, if we do some more reading, am I then going to go after the museum? Yeah, I think I probably will. Let's actually go ahead and throw some more. Another bandage on the leg. We'll update that one. I'm just going to let the rest of them heal up on their own. Let's have some more tortellini and some chicken chunks. Toast 'em, chocolate bar, candy, fruit. Alright, we'll do a little more reading. Read till about 2300. Oh, wait. What the hell? Oh, that's right. I slept the day away. So, forgot which direction I switched my day-night cycle. Proficiencies don't decay, no. And skill decay is actually a good thing. Once you understand what it's doing and how it works, skill decay is good. It benefits the player. Didn't bring any water with me. We'll hydrate when we run down to the car before we take off. 2100, couple more hours. So we got tailoring to 3. I guess I could make some noise and we could actually craft something to, let's see. 30 rags, make a short rope. That'd take me all the way to 3. Don't really care if it crafts or not. Sure, let's do a short rope. Dispose, drop. You don't have these components. Failed that much already, did I? That's kind of funny. That's not right. I didn't do any progress at all. Wow. Yeah, I must have insta-failed. I got 0 progress. I guess I'm going to be forced to pick a lower level one first. Fine. Do a blindfold out of the long knit scarf. There's level 1. And let's see if we can get the other one to go now. Come here, baseball bat. Store in inventory. Drop baseball bats. Activate my short rope. Yes. Yes. Did I make it already? Tailoring 2 and 98%. Keep going. There's level 3. Stop crafting. Ditch the short rope. Okay, so yeah, I mean the intent with the theoretical practical skill switch was to prevent just turtling up in a basement somewhere and just reading 50 books and emerging from the bunker like Super Saiyan. But it's so fast to get the practical complete once you have the theoretical that I don't see any real difference. There's very little functional difference in the time frames involved, because it takes literally minutes to go from, like I just did, 0 to 3 tailoring, from practical 0 to practical 3, because I already had the theoretical. So I don't know. It just seems weird to me still that the practical XP seems to just landslide in when you've got the lead on the theoretical side.